Hello, friends, and welcome to Adventures in Pixie Land. My name's Amy, and I'm an ordained minister. We are in Bible study. We are in the NIV, and we are in Numbers chapter 10, and we're doing all of chapter 10, but that's not as long as any of the previous chapters. I mean, it's 36 verses, so let's jump in. The silver trumpets. The Lord said to Moses, "Make 2 trumpets of hammered silver and use them for calling the community together and having the camps set out." Like the army and stuff. Especially, well, even, today they have the different bugles. When both are sounded, the whole community is to assemble before you at the entrance to the tent of meeting. If only one is sounded, the leaders, the heads of the clans of Israel, are to assemble before you. When a trumpet blast is sounded, the tribes encamping on the east are to send out. Okay. At the sounding of the second blast, the camps on the south are to set out. The blast will be a signal for setting out to gather the assembly, blow the trumpets, but not with the same signal. Okay, so one signal where it's one blast, and you're calling everybody. 2 where you're calling just the leaders, and a different one for, okay, east people head out, and then south people head out. Because again, remember I told you, think of them in the caravan way, because it's like million people easy. Because 600,000 soldiers, 220, 22,000 priests, and 600,000 soldiers. Okay, let's just. The sons of Aaron, the priests, are to blow the trumpets. This is to be a lasting ordinance for you and for the generations to come. When you go into battle in your own land against an enemy who is oppressing you, sound a blast on the trumpets. Then you will be remembered by the Lord your God and rescued from your enemies. Also, at your times of rejoicing, your appointed feasts and new moon festivals, you are to sound the trumpets over your burnt offerings and fellowship offerings, traditionally called a peace offering, and they will be a memorial for you before your God. I am the Lord your God. Now, I know it's like new moon festivals. Okay, so I want you to remind you that when the new moon is going on, the moon, which is visible in some fashion all the rest of the days of the year, completely disappears. And this is a culture living in the BC era. Go look at every culture living in the BC era, and you're going to find some stuff about new moons. I can give you a whole litany of stuff about new moons from what I know from all the various cultures that are just what I've studied of it. So it's not unusual. That's what I'm going to say. They were hoping that God didn't disappear, where the world wasn't about to die, because suddenly the moon was not visible in the sky anymore. It's really what it comes down to, okay? The Israelites leave Sinai. On the 20th day of the second month of the second year, the cloud lifted from above the tabernacle of the testimony. Then the Israelites set out from the desert of Sinai and traveled from place to place until the cloud came to rest in the desert of Paran. They set out this first time at the Lord's command through Moses. The divisions of the camp of Judah went first, under their standard. Nahshon, son of Amminadab, was in command. Nathaniel, son of Zerah, was over the division of the tribe of Issachar, and Elab, son of Helon, was over the division of the tribe of Zebulun. Then the tabernacle was taken down, and the Gershonites and Merarites who carried it set out. The divisions of the camp of Reuben went next, under their standard. Elzar, son of Shadur, was in command. Shemuel, son of Sibeon, and Elzaphath, son of Deuel, was over the division of the tribe of Gad. Then the Kohathites set out, carrying the holy things. The tabernacle was to be set up before they arrived. Okay, so I understand. That's why, in that order. Because remember, those other tribes are carrying the things like the tents and the curtains and the stands and the poles and the setting up of where the holy things will go into to be set up. And they are meant to arrive well before the holy objects that have to be carried. But because remember, they don't have a cart. They're meant to carry everything on poles. Whereas for the other ones, got carts to carry things. The divisions of the camp of Ephraim went next under their standard. Elishama, son of Ammihud, was in command. Gamaliel, son of Pedazur, was over the division of the tribe of Manasseh, and Abidad, son of Gideoni, was under the tribe of over the division of over the tribe of Benjamin. Finally, as the rear guard for the units, the divisions of Dan sat out under their standard. Ahazar, son of Aminishadai, was in command. Pagiel, son of Okran, was over the division of the tribe of Asher, and Ahira, son of Enan, was over the division of the tribe of Naphtali. This was the order of the march for the Israelite divisions as they set out. Now Moses said to Hobab, son of Ruel, the Midianite, Moses' father-in-law, we are setting out for the place about which the Lord said, I will give it to you. Come with us, and we will treat you well. For the Lord has promised good things to Israel. He answered, No, I will not go. I'm going back to my own land and my own people. But Moses said, Please do not leave us. You know where we should camp in the desert, and you can be our eyes. If you come with us, we will share with you whatever good things the Lord gives to us. So they set out from the mountain of the Lord and traveled for 3 days. The ark of the covenant of the Lord went before them during those 3 days to find them a place to rest. And if you're like, he was convinced very easily. Yes, Moses is married to his daughters and has his grandchildren. And he has a lot of grandchildren. Like there's a whole lot, like a whole bunch of those lots of grandchildren. So he's like, don't you want to make sure your progeny keep going too? And he's like, wait, okay, fine. The cloud of the Lord was over them by day when they set out from camp. Whenever the ark set out, Moses says, Rise up, O Lord, may your enemies be scattered. May your foes flee before you. And whenever it came to rest, he says, Return, O Lord, to the countless thousands of Israel. Until the next video, friends.